even straight away first run, track was so different to what I thought it'd be like after track walk.
It's naughty. It's really difficult. Technical, I expected, but not naughty at this point. Many big rocks in the line every time.
It's pretty much off camber the whole way, and the dirt is just full of rocks, so it's just like it's just kind of moving underneath your tires the whole time. So it's hard to like really be aggressive and like push.
So Matt Walker, tell us where we are.
We're in South Korea. First World Cup of the year, 2026. What are we on Monday? A few teams are setting up. And yeah, we've just been here a couple of days, just checking the place out, getting adjusted with the time difference and all, settling in. And yeah, the boys are just building some fresh bikes, and hopefully we'll do a few laps tomorrow and bed them in.
What's it like coming to a venue that's completely unknown? Everyone's, you know, level playing field here.
That's quite nice. It's just nice. Well, for me, like I've never even been to Asia before, so it's nice to just come somewhere different and have a few days to experience the culture a bit and just hang out. It's cool. And like you say, new track, a bit of a blank canvas for everyone. It's just cool to have somewhere new. Like a couple of years ago, I went to Poland. Everyone seemed to enjoy that. So yeah, let's see. Should be good. Like last year, obviously it was my first year on track. First year with like RockShox and SRAM, so I tried loads of different stuff and changed quite a lot through the year, where I feel like this winter I know what I like now and I'm more settled on it. So yeah, I've got a pretty good base setup. I've done a couple of races the last few weeks as well. So yeah, and I've not had to move too far away from like a good base setup. So yeah, just leave it alone and see how we go with the track and see how it develops and see if we need to change too much. But I'm hoping we're in a pretty good window now, so we shouldn't need to with it too much.
Completely unknown venue, and what are your base settings? What are your...
Well, like you say, it's a completely new venue, but downhill's still downhill, isn't it? Nothing's like, yes, tracks are different and everything, but over the years you sort of, you know what's going to work where, and yeah, you have a good base setting. Once we've done track walk, we're going to be like, okay, it's similar to say like this section with the wheel open at the top from what the clips we've seen and everything. In the woods where it gets a bit steeper, similar to something else, so we can look back at notes from last year and everything and take a bit like that. But also we're on new suspension as well for this year from RockShox, so yeah, but we have a good idea of what to change. Yeah.
So can you talk me through what you're doing right now?
I am just measuring all the different constraints on the frame, like BB height, front centre, race centre, wheelbase, fork height, stack height, reach, just to make sure we're as close as we can be compared to the previous frame he's been on, and with all the changes we've made whilst using that since December when he first got that. And so far, everything's looking alright.
Ben, how are things?
Good, just like set up in South Korea. Happy.
Tell us about the setup for the week. What's the plan?
I don't know actually, it's just like brand new venue, brand new race. The first time we're not allowed to track walk with the rider. We're just waiting on the rider to come down. I mean, I'm waiting on Remi to have some input to know like what tires or what direction we're going. Just bike is ready. Had time to work it on the bike at home just to be really 100% ready for the first race. Luckily been doing a little test with a friend, and we've got like a base setting now. Really happy with it. And from now on it's going to be more about tire pressures and what tires and adjusting a little bit to the track. Seems to be pretty short from what I've heard around, and kind of old school, but we'll see how it goes. Tire pressure is pretty basic. It's between 23 and 24 psi up front, and on the rear is between 26, 27, depending on the track. He's running a trail core on the rear, not the big one. Spring and the 475 spring. Fork is on around 80 psi and depend 3 to 4 spaces now.
Cool, and do you foresee any of that changing this week?
There might be just maybe some adjustment on the pressure and maybe like clicks on the suspensions, I would say. Maybe the chain stay like long or short. I don't know. It depends if it's really twitchy or not. Maybe we need to go a bit shorter on the rear. But from my point of view, like where we are now with the bike, it's pretty good. We just might need to adjust like some clicks here and there and some suspension pressure.
Cool. And any other special things that you like to do on Remi's bike coming into a race week?
Just a classic full bleed, new brake pads. Yeah, just like new chain before the beginning of the week, and making sure everything is clean, on point, like new bearings are really smooth bearings. I like to have the grips changed kind of like every 2 to 3 races maximum, and yeah, nothing really too fancy.
Okay, excited for the week ahead?
Absolutely, so stoked to start again, just like I could not wait any longer.
My name's Barnaby and I'm working for Canyon Factory Racing for Luca Shaw.
And what's happening right now today?
So yesterday we built the bikes up and they did a little bit of a shakedown on a local track. So we're giving them a clean and getting them ready for the racing for this week. So looking forward to it.
So as far as setup goes,
Yep.
you have a base setting you're going to have for first day of practice?
Yeah, so me and Luca have been working a little bit in America and went to Portugal at the start of the year with RockShox. And so yeah, we've got a bit of a base setting that we're going to start on. And yeah, it's kind of a bit of an unknown on how the track's going to develop and how rough it's going to get. So yeah, I feel like there's going to be a few changes happening.
So Luca, he did pretty well in the overall last year.
Yeah, he came third.
Aiming to get his first World Cup win?
That is the aim, yeah. That's what's driving him at the moment, that's for sure. Yeah, getting in the win.
Do you foresee any major changes from when he first rides his bike? What's the biggest thing you think will change after he rides practice?
It will mainly probably just be compression settings. Like he's definitely one for when he finds a comfortable position and setting for the bike. He doesn't want to vary from that too much. Just kind of, he wants to feel comfortable on the bike, know what it's doing, and kind of feel at home. So once he feels comfortable, he'll kind of stick with it. But I'd say we'll be messing around with compression as the track gets rougher. But spring rates and things will probably stay similar. But yeah, like I said, a bit of an unknown.
So Luca Shaw, new venue, new everything.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's cool to be here. It's cool to be somewhere new track, new country, new place. So yeah, excited to go look at the track. We haven't even seen anything yet. So yeah, I've heard good things. So it'll be exciting to figure out a brand new track.
Yeah, tell us about figuring out a new track with your setup. What's your plan of attack?
Yeah, we'll see. It's always fun to race on a new track, just like no expectations, nothing to go off from years past. You kind of just start fresh, and it seems like this time it really is the same for everyone. Like I don't think anyone's ridden here. Maybe, who knows? I wouldn't put it past some people, but yeah. So it's going to be cool to just see how the dirt is, see how the track flows, see how everything rides, and yeah, just have fun. So exciting.
Yeah, so I think Spomer spoke to you last year about bike setup.
Yeah.
You're a set and forget it kind of guy. Tell us what your process is.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I feel like in the off season, in the winter, it's good to try everything so you can kind of see what your options are and see if you can make improvements in certain areas. But for me, I like to, once I get comfy on a setup and decide what I like, I prefer to not change it too much at races, just because there's so much to adapt to already with track changing conditions and there's so much stuff, there's so many variables. So I feel like I try and take the changing the bike variable out of it a little bit. Of course, there's always exceptions to that, like tires and clicks here and there, but not doing like massive bike changes has worked well for me in the past. So yeah, definitely not the approach for everyone, but that's kind of what I like to do. So hopefully I can do the same. If I'm feeling good on the bike, I don't need to mess with it. That's the goal. So
you're looking forward to getting the tires on the track tomorrow?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like been here quite a few days already, and I'm ready to do something. It's been a lot of talking about it, so let's get the action rolling. It'll be good.
Bit of a steady start, like even straight away first run, track was so different to what I thought it'd be like after track walk. It took a few runs to get into it, but yeah, enjoying it. I was more thinking about how I was riding more than the bike setup really, but I reckon the bike's in a pretty good window. Like I hopefully won't touch it too much anyway, so we'll see.
So Joe, how did practice go for you guys?
Pretty good actually. Yeah, from a mechanics point of view, because the rider's so focused, actually learning a new track, and as you've seen out there, it's so loose and changing lap upon lap, like rocks moving all over the place. I think it's been less focus on what the bike's doing, but more what the rider needs to do on the track. Sort of riding a bit more reactively and everything, rather than just trying to push to the absolute max.
So any changes to the bike?
No, we've got a good base setting with Matt. Like last year, everything was new to him. We've spent probably half the year getting to a good base point, and took those notes from where we left off last year, started this year. Pretty good. We are going to try a high roll at the front now instead of a DHR this morning, and that's literally it. No other changes.
How's the track?
It's gnarly. It's really difficult. Technical, I expected, but not gnarly at this point. Many big rocks in the line every time, and yeah, it's technical.
Ben, how was practice for you guys?
Pretty interesting, I would say. It's just like on bike setup, pretty good. Just a little adjustment on the fork, just by the feeling, I guess, is due to the track. They're a bit deep wrapped and super soft thing, but overall, bikes feels pretty good and it's pretty interesting. You can feel it's just like a different World Cup. We're not used to that any longer, I guess.
Was there any changes in the bike setup?
This is just a little air pressure on the fork. Just that's it. Like, and maybe a little bit of high speed, rebound, tiny bit open. That's it. It's just like nothing crazy. Just like we dialed the setup just before coming in, and it seems to be, yeah, on point.
Practice was good. Yeah, track changed a lot. It was cool to kind of get riding and get the flow of it. By the end of the day, I was actually enjoying it quite a lot. So, yeah, it's pretty unique track, different than what we're used to, but I was liking it. So, yeah, good day. It's really hard to find support anywhere. Like, it's pretty much off camber the whole way, and the dirt is just full of rocks. So it's just like it's just kind of moving underneath your tires the whole time. So it's hard to like really be aggressive and like push.
There's stuff just moving under you the whole time, and every lap it changes. So pretty hard to get used to, because all off season we've been working to go fast, and we actually should have been working to go slow. But yeah, setup wise is an interesting one as well. Like, they're not really using much fork. I think it's because there's nothing to push on, so it's so hard to get the fork to work. So we were messing around with setup with rock shocks and with the boxer a bit yesterday. Got it to a good place, but it's kind of just, it's up to him to go and ride hard now. Hopefully the track beds in a bit more and kind of get confident on those lines. But yeah, should be good today. So usually we've got practice, and then we go into qualifying 1, and if you are in the top 20 for qualifying 1, you get into the final straight away. If you are not in the top 20, you get another chance to go through in Q2, qualifying 2, and only 10 get through on that one. And that's usually way harder than Q1. So we're not planning to go to Q2, but to be confirmed.
Mr. Luca Shaw, what you got in store for us here? Let's see it!
Luca Shaw입니다. 2분 50초 4호.
Looking into 7th position there.
You should be in with it. I think you're going to get a lot of fast dudes.
네, 2분 50초 김강규. 기록도 보시고 한국의 분들에 대한 여러 가지의 조절들이 있는 것을 바로 통해서도 알 수가 있습니다.
It was going really well. I was on a really good run, clean run, and I just flatted in the rock garden, and then I felt it going low, like off that wooden drop. So I just tried to pin it like on the flat. It was fine in the off cambers and in the woods, but in the bottom open stuff, I lost a lot of time. So we'll see. I'm 12th right now with still quite a few to go. So hopefully I'm in, but we'll see.
Here comes Remi.
Not the way you want to start the season, for sure. Didn't qualify in Q2. I did a good run, few mistakes, but on this kind of track, quite happy. But yeah, just my pace is not at the level at the moment on this track. But hard to manage, hard to find the confidence, and the lines move so much every time. So yeah, don't know. No excuse, just to reset and be ready for Luxembourg, for example.
볼 대부분의 엘리트 선수들이 3분 안에 내려오고 있습니다.
Mr. Matt Walker. 2:55, current position 6.
Matt unfortunately didn't get in, so keep fighting for next round. The Q1, Q2 is so gnarly and stressful, you know, like you can be having a really good Q1 or you get a flat, you can be like top 5 pace, something happens, go to Q2 and not get in, and guys are pinned or they get away with stuff, and so it's the sport is savage, it gets you, you know, and so we keep going.
This bike racing crack is pretty brutal at times. So unfortunately I was on the wrong end of it today, but plenty more opportunities. I'm healthy, which is good. Quite a few boys have big ones this week, so yeah, glad to be in one piece, and 8 more opportunities, so we go again.
Yeah, so tough week. A lot of guys didn't get through, huh?
Yeah. Well, there's not a lot of space anymore. There's a lot of talent and not a lot of space. So yeah, it's a shame for a lot, but we luckily made it through.
Tell me how deep the talent is and how hard it is to get through.
The pool is so deep for talent. It's like I think any of the top 40, 50 guys more than capable of getting through on their day. So yeah, there's a lot of people to compete with.
So finals tomorrow, you're
yes,
in.
Yeah, we're excited. Let's go.
So Luca Shaw, tell us how your day went today.
It was all right. Race run was a bit messy and kind of frustrated with myself because I definitely didn't have my best run. So, but I felt like I was riding good and I stayed on 2 wheels and still made it down. So a little bit frustrated for sure, but I feel like I'm riding well, and that gives me confidence going into the rest of the season. It's nice to come out of the off season and feel like you're performing well at least. But for sure, frustrated to not have the run that I wanted, but all good. A lot of positives to take from this weekend, so yeah, excited to get racing now. Track was tricky, like really, really hard to race. Like that was my mistake. I think I just pushed too hard and was all over the place. The lines were just shifting every run, and there was so many loose rocks, and yeah, I kind of got caught out by that. I think I would have been better off just kind of backing off a tiny bit and finding a rhythm, because I was just all over the place. But really hard track to race. I was pretty shocked and bummed when I saw that I was not that far off when I came down, and I was like, oh man, I definitely left some time up there. So bit bummed, but could be worse for sure. For finals, I just went up in pressure in the tires, 1 PSI, more just a safety thing, and that was it really. Didn't mess with the bike much this weekend, so that was good. Super stoked with how the bike feels, so I think we're in a good spot for the rest of the season. Yeah, it's been an awesome week. A little bit bittersweet. Wish I could have ended on a little bit better note, but it was awesome time here. Really enjoyed it. Cool to race in a new country and a new track, and yeah, excited to come back.
Tell us how it feels to have a fellow American win his first World Cup.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, it's. I mean, to be honest, I'm almost more stoked for Nico. Like Nico's one of my best friends, known him forever, and to see like what he's done with the team and the bike, and yeah, to say he has a World Cup winning bike is so cool. I'm really stoked for him, and obviously Asa too. I mean, it's something I'm trying to achieve, so I'm a little salty that he did it so damn quick. It's not fair, but I'm looking forward to mixing it up with him this year, and he's such a good kid and obviously in crazy talent, so he's got a bright future. It's honestly not really a surprise at all. So, but stoked for him and stoked for Nico.
you.